Hello friends, today we are going to see how we can print this pattern into the Java. So for that I have created a class named pattern1 as you can see, and I'm going to write the code into the main method. In general, it is not recommended to write any code except code that creates an object of the class and if you want to call the method of that particular class. So let's see how we can print that pattern. Now we got 1 star. We need another 2. We need another 3. Are we going to write such a code? Let's run this. Yes, it prints as we expected. But what if I want to print thousands of stars? This is not going to work. So for that I need to execute a particular code n number of times, that is for the number of rows. Here first row, second row, and third, and the fourth. So I have to execute a printing code of a star 4 times. So we can see that we have 4 rows here, and we are going to use a for loop for that, and initial value of row will be 1 and the maximum value of row will be 4. So I am going to execute for loop for 4 times. So here we will write a for loop for row I equals to 1, I less than equals to row, value of row I plus plus, and will sys out star. So I forgot to declare row variable. Assume its value is 4. You can ask user to input the value of for row. So we have a loop. When row is 1, it will print 1 star. When row is 2, oops, how are we going to print star twice? For that we have to divide that into the row and the columns, the matrices. So here we have a column 1, column 2, column 3, and the column 4. Now we have 2 loops. The outer loop is for row and the inner loop is for the column. So we have value of row and value of 4, that is 4 max value. So let's see the logic to know the value of column when the value of row is 1. So here you can see when row is 1, column is 1. And if you look inside the box matrices, we have to print star once. When row becomes 2 and column is 2, we gotta print the star twice. And when row becomes 3, the maximum value of column becomes 3. So you can see now that the maximum number of times inner loop of column will execute to the equal number of rows. Means when the value of row is 1, the inner for loop of column will execute 1 time. When the value of row is 2, when we are here at the row 2, then the inner for loop will execute twice. And when the value of row 3, means we are at the row 3 here, then inner for loop will execute thrice and it will print star 3 times. So this way it also prints the 4 stars when the value of row becomes 4. So let's see now in the code how we are going to implement this logic. Now we assume that value of row will be 4. You can ask the user to input that value using the scanner. Now we have to write another loop for printing the stars. So where the value of j will start from 1, but the value of j will be equals to value of row j plus plus. So now we'll print it star. Okay, now here you can see that when I equals to 1, now we know that value of row is 4. When I equals to 1, this condition satisfies, control goes inside the for j loop. Okay, here j equals to 1, j equals to value of I, that is 1, becomes true, then prints the first star of the first row. Then loop goes back, increments the I becomes 2, 2 is less than 4, yes, true, goes inside, j equals to 1, 1 is less than 2, yes, prints 1. So here we have to print the stars on the same line, so that's why we have to use print, not print ln. So j is 1, 1 is less than 2, yes, true, it will print the 1 star and j will be incremented. Now j becomes 2 and 2 is less than equals to I, the value of I was 2, yes, true, it will print another star. So for that, just make a space here, so there will be a space between two stars. Now j became 3, the condition becomes false, so loop goes back over here. Now I is 3, 3 is less than row, so this way it keeps going on. And when we print the first row, we got to print a line, so the next output will be on the next line. So this way it executes the code and prints the star pattern. Let's run this. So this way we can print this pattern. So if you want the value of row to be a dynamic, then you can create a scanner class, scan new scanner system.in. Now here you have to ask the user enter number of rows, and for row scan.next int. So let's run this. Now it's asking for the enter the number of rows. I'll say 5. I'll maximize a little bit. Yeah, you can see now we have 5. Same way you can enter whichever value you want, maybe 3. So 3 rows with this pattern. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos.